I was playing from a young age, I guess. I learned on organ. I don't know why, but that's what we learned on. It wasn't the church influence, and I ended up taking lessons, playing by ear, and I was playing in bands, I guess, since I was 14 in Hamilton, Ontario. We ended up, I moved out here to put a band together with my friend from Hamilton originally, and then he moved away, and I met a few more people like yourself, and some of the wonderful musicians here in Vancouver. Yeah, there was especially less females, I think, back then. I was looking to join a band, but as I got more experience and meeting people and playing with different people, I ended up, I guess, kind of sessioning out, and that's where I feel like I really had the opportunity to learn and grow and to improve, to get better. I think my playing, to be able to adjust to many different types of genres, many different types of situations, and I think it was a mixture. I was playing, I think there's something about organ that I still gravitate to. It was a mixture. I mean, you don't need organ in every single song unless you're an organ trio. So it was quite a mixture. Still synths, I think, but piano and Rhodes, and I was kind of learning and growing, I think, and trying to figure out how to open up solos and open up sounds, with different tones and different timbres, I guess, like a Rhodes and a Wurlitzer and a piano at that time. So some of the first touring that I was doing was maybe with Lily Frost, back in the day. I was playing some keys. Yeah, that was the first time I think that I'd really officially gone out on tour. We played in, I think, Montreal, around Ontario, and on the islands and stuff. And then, who else was I touring with back then? Bocephus King, I guess. I used to play with them, the wonderful Roots act. We did 1 month in Italy and a few weeks in the Netherlands with them, and that really opened up my eyes to playing to an audience that there wasn't a lot of people that spoke English, and he had a lot of lyrics and everyone knew the words, People were singing along, so it really opened up my mindset to really seeing firsthand, I think, how universal music can be, I guess. At the end of the day, I've learned a lot from playing, from learning other people's music. I just have a need to create, and if there's an opportunity to write my own music or to support someone else that's playing their own music, I would love to help do that and to help further that process. I think it's just, it's something that's important to me, I think, to be able to make some art and put it out into the world, and if I can help other people do that as well and spread the word. But I do feel it's like it has been a conscious choice that I would prioritize that, probably. I think that composition has always been there. Now it's just developed to a level. I feel like maybe I have a little bit more of my own voice, whether that's fronting my own band now and, playing a few more shows out and around town to... even during COVID, I think just everyone having some downtime and really sitting down and trying to develop my sound and develop a process and work with samples and, just get a feel for what I do now, I think, in the moment, which is very different from what I was doing 20 years ago. I'm a little bit more in tune with what I want and a little bit more confident to explore. Maybe I'm more confident to make a mistake. Not everything has to be perfect. I think I was very precious with my music back in the day. You think, no one can write this song the way that I can write it. But, there's always going to be a good song. I think you can just write it with good intention and trying to arrange it as best you can with good people. And I think I'm just trying to embrace where I am in the moment. I was in Vietnam several times, in Ho Chi Minh City. I had the opportunity to go to the Maldives. It's nowhere you'd even think that you'd end up, but suddenly you're there playing for Roger Federer and his family. So, I feel pretty lucky to have had some wonderful opportunities. So these days I have a Canada Council grant that I'm finishing up where I'm combined traditional Filipino percussion instruments that was recorded in the Philippines by Filipino people. And then from there, I arranged a live string quartet here at Afterlife. And we recorded that with Eric Nielsen, and then we took that stuff to the NMC in Calgary and recorded synths, a whole 2 days of Nerdfest of playing synths, Tonto, which was one of them. So we're currently working on that and trying to finish that up. Kind of just combines, I think, my roots with all my loves, my different loves and influences of music, which is, and it's a little bit more score-based, I guess. There's that, there's the Ancheta Quartet, which we just went into the studio recording, and we'll be putting something out for festival season later this year. Other than that, just pitching for a few shows. I'm gonna be musical director for an arts club show that's coming up in the summer called $1 Million Quartet. And then keeping busy here at Gelt, playing in a bunch of wonderful projects. I try to. I got a set list the other day and I said, I don't know this gig was happening. It's for a set here next week. So a few wires got crossed there. But yeah, you know, you just put on a different hat. I think that's what makes us as musicians, you know, I don't know, resilient, you know? I don't name me one musician that just wears one hat. I think if you're able to just wear that one hat, you know, and be a composer or be a bass player, then I think more power to you. But I think we end up doing multiple things, you know, in order to keep things going in this day and age. I think just musically, we're all on the same page and everyone is contributing, you know, to make the project shine. I think if we understand, I'm always thinking about what is my role? What is my role? I think with all the different hats. And if I understand what my role is, hopefully within that band or that project, then hopefully everyone is shining, right? And everyone looks good. It's not about one person for me. I think I really enjoy being a part of a team, and there's communication, there's eye contact, there's people letting someone know, kind of leading the charge, you know, and knowing how we can do better, I think, for the next set, you know. I think that's, to me, what is I guess the sign of a successful set, you know, when that all kind of comes together.